Is that Joe Pfeiffer?
It's just someone wanting to be like him, actually. Yep.
Well, Sean, front right here. Right here.
What's up, brother?
Well, it's been almost a year since the last time we saw you in here. So now that we're here the week of your fight against a top 10, top 5 opponent, what are the emotions now that you're in the home stretch?
I'm just focused on the task at hand. I feel like me and my team can just see something different in me this week. Like you said, it's been a little while. I wasn't happy with my performance last time out. I had a nose surgery, so I've been busy, and then I got right back to training. I've been trying to get a fight. I wanted to fight before this. It was just, I was having a hard time getting an opponent, but now we're here. I got an opponent. I had the best training camp of my life, and I'm ready to put on the best performance of my life.
Were you offered any other opponents besides Belal in this long layoff?
No.
After the?
No. The only, I was offered somebody right after my Chiesa fight, but that was when my nose was all jacked up. So I got my nose fixed, and then I wasn't offered anybody prior to that.
And looking at Belal, his last few opponents, I feel like even the odds makers, they tend to favor his opponents, and he still comes out victorious. So I'm curious, what have you made of his run the past few years?
It's a good run. Don't get me wrong. He's fought good guys, but even if you look at the grappler that he fought, Damian Maia is a jiu-jitsu guy. He's not a grappler. He's never been good at takedowns. His takedown accuracy was like 23%. The dude was pulling guard and scooting towards people. I'm a different animal of taking people down and controlling them and ground and pound and submissions. And I feel like it's just going to be a lot different. It's going to be something he's never experienced before. Just like how people talk about what Khabib feels like, you don't know until you feel it. These guys don't know until I grab them. They're not going to know what they're in for.
So what do you think his most recent opponents have done wrong against Belal? Because obviously Vicente had the win over him before, and then Belal got the victory. Do you think they just overlooked him, like looking past him, or do you just think he just got that much better?
Belal's good. He's good at what he does, but I just think that I'm better at what he does, and I think they just made some tactical mistakes that I'm not going to make.
Then finally, obviously, a big shakeup at the top of your division. Kamaru got dethroned.
Yeah.
Obviously, they haven't booked that fight against Usman. Everyone assumes that's going to be the next fight. The rest of the top 5 aren't really fighting. They're kind of inactive. So are you viewing this as a win over Belal? You could be right there, maybe another win away from possibly fighting for the title.
100%, but I'm just focused on Saturday night. But yeah, you're right. I beat Belal. When I beat Belal, I'll be in the top 5, one more, and I'm right in the mix.
Sean? Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Sean.
What's up, brother?
Obviously, you've got Belal on your mind for this weekend, but if you do get past him, is there a specific fight or a matchup that you would like next?
To be completely honest, I really don't think much past Saturday night, but anyone in the top 5, there's Gilbert in there. There's so many good guys that I want to test myself against. Colby, I don't know what he's doing. There's a lot of guys who, like he said, no one really knows what's going on. So, yeah, I'll beat Belal Saturday. I'll get back to training back in Philly, and whatever they want me to do next, that's what I'll do.
Sean, one more. Can I get your thoughts on what the Hamzat-Nate Diaz situation in September when Hamzat came in 9 pounds overweight?
Yeah, I mean, he came in 9 pounds overweight, but I've heard stories. I don't really think he was 9 pounds over. I think he probably drank a little bit. His coaches probably realized he was going to have a hard cut, and they did the smart thing, and they told him to hydrate back up. He missed weight. It sucks. He's probably a middleweight. Me and him have talked on social media. He seems like a cool dude. I'm hoping to train with him as long as he's going up to middleweight. So, yeah, whatever he's going to do. I hope he goes up, though.
What does he say to you when you guys chat on social?
He just told me this week, he just said, "Good luck, brother. Smash this boy."
Nice. With Belal training, with Khabib, he says he can't lose with Khabib in his corner. Do you think he's putting himself under, an unnecessary pressure kind of by adding that element into this?
Yeah, 100%. He's not Khabib. Islam's not Khabib. None of these guys. Khabib's Khabib, and Khabib's lost as a cornerman, and he's going to lose again on Saturday night. Guys in Khabib's camp have lost. So the only one who's undefeated is Khabib. Belal's not undefeated, and he's going to catch another L on Saturday.
He seems to think, his pressure is going to be too much for you. What's the moment we're going to see in the fight where something has to give, right?
Yeah,
when you guys
yeah.
come at each other. So like, what's going to be the deciding factor there?
He's going to try to take me down, and he's going to run into these hips and realize this boy don't move, and he's going to realize it's going to be a long night.
Good stuff. Thank you, man.
Thank you, brother.
Hi, Sean. Sean here.
What's up, brother?
The last win was a big one against Mike Chiesa.
Yeah.
Then you called out a top 10, top 5 fighter. How did this fight materialize? How difficult was it for you to get this fight? And where do you see this fight playing? Because both you guys are grappling heavy. Do you see this fight playing out on the feet?
Yeah, so the first part of your question, I was just having a hard time getting a fight. I've had a few guys in the top 10 say no to me, which, I mean, they're playing the game right. You got to be smart about who you go with, so I'm not mad about that. And then I kind of was asking for the Belal fight on social media, and I was driving to strength and conditioning one day, and I got an email from my manager and an email from the UFC that this was the fight. So it kind of worked out really good. And then I think the fight's going to play out everywhere. It's going to be an MMA fight. We're going to strike. I'm going to outstrike them. We're going to grapple. I'm going to outgrapple them. We're going to go against the fence, and I'm going to take them down. And if I want to let him back up, I'll let him back up. But it's going to play out on my terms, not his.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, I know you previously just mentioned that obviously you're focused on Saturday, but I just want to get your thoughts on Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman, the trilogy. Who do you think's going to win that?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the fight, Kamaru was winning the entire fight until he wasn't, Obviously, he lost the first round. He got taken down, and then it looked like he was on his way to a decision, and one little mistake, and that was that. But I think when they do fight again, I think Kamaru will take it. I just think he's a better overall fighter. Cool. Thanks, dogs.
Sean, I'm just posing for some photos.
No Versace or